In the last year, Florida has seen one of the highest population increases in the U.S., with 200,000 new residents between 2021 and 2022. There are a lot of great reasons people are moving to the Sunshine State, like the fact that we have no state income tax, the warmer weather, the beaches, and just a more relaxed lifestyle. But statistically, for every 200 new inbound residents, there are 100 people moving out of the state. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 reasons people are leaving Florida, so you have all the information to decide if this is the right place for you. Let's jump right in. Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Delancy. I've been a realtor in Jacksonville, Florida for almost 18 years and a resident here for over 30 years. I'm here to help you upgrade your home and lifestyle. I post weekly videos about the local real estate market and what it's like living in Northeast Florida. Do me a favor, if you find value in my videos, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As a Florida native, I can tell you tons of reasons to love living here, and you can check out some of my other videos on the Jacksonville lifestyle here. But I'm all about transparency, and I know from experience, Florida is not the right fit for everyone. If you're thinking about a move here, I'd rather tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, so you have all the information to decide for yourself if you want to make this your next home. So here are the top 10 reasons people move out of Florida. Number 1 is the tourists. Florida is a top vacation destination, and over 120 million tourists visit each year. So naturally, during those peak tourist seasons, as a resident, you're going to be dealing with the crowds, especially at and around the beaches. One of the most popular tourist attractions here in Northeast Florida is St. Augustine. I'll be honest, as a resident, the tourists have never really caused a big inconvenience for me, maybe just some small annoyances. It's just something we live with here, and you learn to expect certain places are going to be more crowded at certain times of year, and you just have to learn to go with the flow. That leads me to the next reason some people leave. Number 2, slower pace. Florida definitely has a more relaxed overall vibe than a lot of other places in the country. If you're coming from larger metro areas like New Jersey, New York, California, you may be used to a fast-paced environment. You're not going to find that same lifestyle here. Everything and everyone just moves at a slower pace. And maybe that's what you're looking for and why you're considering a move in the first place. But I have known certain people that just like being in the middle of all the hustle and bustle. They're used to that big city life, and it's a tough adjustment. Even in some of the more heavily populated cities in Florida, like Miami, it's just going to feel different. Number 3, heat and humidity. The heat and humidity are big ones. I think a lot of people underestimate how hot it gets here during the summer, and you feel the humidity year-round and at all hours of the day and night. From as early as April to about September, you can expect temperatures to be in the high 80s to sometimes the low 100s. And with the humidity, you're gonna sweat a lot. I do hear from people who have moved here from other states that you do get acclimated to it after a couple of summers. But if you're someone who's more sensitive to the heat or someone who sweats a lot, it can be pretty miserable at times. Number 4, lack of seasons. Here in Northeast Florida, I think we get more seasonal changes than other parts of the state. We do have some sweater weather during the late fall and winter months, and it can dip down into the 40s and 50s at times. But our temperatures for the most part do stay pretty mild, so we don't have the same change in seasons you would get further north. And some people who move here find that they miss that. The nice thing is, from here in the Jacksonville area, we're only a day's drive to several places where you can see the leaves change or even see snow. I, for one, would rather have the option of visiting the snow than shoveling it every day. Number 5, politics. Florida is considered a swing state, so the ratio of people who may be more liberal to the more conservative is about 50-50. So depending on your own political views, you may or may not find other like-minded people. And unfortunately, some people have cited political reasons for leaving. Number 6, traffic. Here in Jacksonville, while our highways do get congested during peak traffic times, it's not nearly as bad as some of the other major cities like Orlando, Tampa, or Miami. I've been stuck in Orlando traffic many times, and Miami is just a nightmare. But I think that really depends on your perspective. For example, if you're coming from somewhere like New York or LA, the traffic here doesn't even compare. You probably laugh at people who complain about our so-called traffic jams. But if you're moving, say, from a small town or a more rural area, dealing with the traffic of a bigger city can be stressful. Number 7, critters. We do have a variety of wildlife here in Florida, and while I'm used to it myself, it can be a big turnoff for people who are new to the area. There are lizards and snakes, and if you live near a pond or lake, you could occasionally spot an alligator. I know you've probably seen all these alligator videos on the internet, and it would be easy to think Florida is overrun by them. But to be honest, if you're in a residential area and not around water, your chances of seeing an alligator are pretty slim. The handful I've seen over the years here in Jacksonville were small ones. And the snakes I've come across in my yard are typically black racers or garter snakes, which are actually harmless and help keep other critters away. Mosquitoes are probably the biggest nuisance, and they can be a problem year-round unless we happen to have a hard freeze. They're just the worst during the summer, especially at dusk. We also have these disgustingly big cockroaches or palmetto bugs. And yes, sometimes they get in your house. I strongly suggest a regular pest control service to cut down on critter interactions. Number 8, healthcare. Some people moving here from other states find the healthcare system in Florida lacking. And they may not be all that wrong. Based on recent studies, Florida ranks 25th in the U.S. for its healthcare system, based on access to care, quality of care, and the overall health of its population. Now, that's the middle of the road and not necessarily the worst, but if you or someone in your family has certain health concerns or requires a certain level of care, or you come from one of those higher ranked states, it could be a determining factor for you. Number 9, schools. This is another area where Florida ranks toward the middle. As a state, we actually rank number 1 for higher education, but the pre-K through 12th grade education system ranks 16th in the nation. One of the attractions to Northeast Florida is the public school system in St. Johns County, which is just south of Jacksonville. St. Johns County has been rated the number 1 best school district in Florida. But again, this is another area where perspective matters. I've had people moving here from other states tell me the schools are not as good and the academics are lacking or behind compared to where they came from. And to be honest, because of the large influx of new residents to the area over the last couple of years, the schools are starting to have problems with overcrowding. Number 10, topography. And last but not least, another complaint people have is that Florida is, well, too flat. And it's true. While we do have some small hills in certain areas of the state, for the most part, it's pretty flat, and the scenery is a lot of the same. Florida does have a ton of natural beauty with its forests and oak trees, lakes, rivers, and of course the beaches, but we don't have majestic mountain views, and some people might miss that. All right, there you have it, guys. While this list of reasons why people are leaving Florida may seem like a lot, I still think there are a lot more reasons to love living here. If I can help answer any questions for you about what it's like living in Northeast Florida, or if I can help you with your move, I'm always easy to reach, and my contact information is always in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
you.